what else I got? Oh crap, I got some new stuff here now. See, that's the new things. So, so what's going on here? So, okay, we already covered the manufacturing and certain constraints on the material, but now we got production time. So we see that there's a molding and a finishing time. So Model 1 requires 0.2 hours for both for molding and finishing to produce the first type of racket. But Model 2 requires more in finishing, 0.5. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color that. Okay. So therefore, what's the additional constraint? These two. So luckily it doesn't feel that hard. I just got to add those additional constraints. That the total molding time has certain constraints. So it turns them off. All right, so that's kind of cool. Now, let's put some numbers in here. 1 and 1. Okay, that's cool. And then again, I better highlight what my objective function, right? Which is a total number of rackets. I'll make that gray. And now we're almost ready to go. Okay, so one more time, right? Let's solve it. Now, this actually might be a little harder. In fact, I should let you guys try to do it. Remember, now do we know what the previous answer was? 180, 150. Okay, so why don't I just put those numbers in there? Are we good? Did we make all the constraints? It worked for the previous, but now we added new constraints, right? The molding time. Notice, yeah, 66 for molding. It's less than 70. We're good. Finishing time, total so far, if we selected those total number, it's not. So, with those of you who already are with me right now, can you give me some numbers? Can you keep changing the cell such that it fits the constraints, you can maximize? See, that's hard, right? Try doing it. But this is where it's beginning to get a little bit more tough. Like, okay, so what do I do? I guess I could drop this, right? I don't know.
175.
One what?
75.
175. Okay, 175. How's that looking?
Still too much finishing.
Is that okay? Still too much finishing time? Shoot. Okay, so now we're beginning to keep dropping it because we're still stuck with 150, right? You couldn't drop that. Okay, let's not worry about it. Okay, in fact, actually, let's go to 150 because that's a constraint. Are we able to do it? Finishing time still doesn't work. We're screwed. That's a technical term. What we have actually, here's an example where, in fact, you got to tell the boss, man, you know, all the constraints you're giving me, it's not going to work, right? So there's too much clashes. We don't actually have an optimal solution. Now, we know this because I just put in 150, 150. We know it because of those constraints, and yet this constraint still doesn't make it, right? It's still at 105. But let's go ahead and run solver and see what it tells me. It should also tell me you're screwed. So let's go ahead and do it.